Okay, let's have a look. Challenge number 36. What we have is another passing exercise. We have some data come from some kind of medical journal. We want to get the authors for the entries. So each docu, so you have some kind of FAU is indicator. Let's probably have a look. Do we have FAU? So we have FAU here, FAU. Okay. So this sometimes has FAU to start with. In most cases, there are multiple authors combining line. So you have a PMID. Okay, so you have a PMID, download text. What's the next PMID? Okay, that's pretty good. So you do have some things to be a blank line to separate PMID from it. You have a text, then you have a bunch of FIU. Yeah, I think the AU is probably the AD is shortened name. FAU is the full name. Okay, that's easy to pass. PMID, that's not too bad. So you and with empty land, that's good. What we're looking for, we're looking for the final format, PMID with different authors name. Oh, that's a very long extension. Okay. Some article probably have a lot authors involved, maybe. Hmm. But because of the interpreter structure, they have the things, then that's good indicator. We can just use to batch the records and filter out the things we need only. Since they have a PMID, I think it's probably a good idea to bring that out. You always want to create an ID for them so you can keep track of things. Because we don't necessarily know how many rows in one batch, that's why we need to create a kind of indicator ID code. What do you call it? They call it PMID. Okay. Uh, PMID. Okay. No, let's just call it PMID, I guess. You don't want to be greedy, or do you want to be. So my intention is we can say, let's zoom in here. We can do an if statement. If your sentence starts with PMID, return this entry. But the final answer is just the ID itself. We don't need the PMID, the character. We can do just a regular if statement to print character, then use string to get rid of all the PMID left. Or we can do in one go. If you have a PMID, maybe we'll just use that number. Yes, I want to be efficient. Try to be efficient. So if statement, if starts with PMID, if our field one start with PMID, probably with a dash, then we're getting the thing we want. We want probably regex. Yeah, I also like regex, even though this is probably a little bit overkill here. Regex match. So it's field one. No, it's regex replace. It's field one. What's the pattern? You. Let's just copy this. So the part string for us, we care is the digits in the things. So we're gonna slash d multiple plus. We want to capture all the digits. So color one. One probably don't want to keep as separate integers. May want to keep a string to as a sort. Then number one. Ah, else, yeah, else just keep it up. We don't need anything. So the PMID, Then the next batch of PMID. Once you have those ID, multi-row, we can to part out the entire PMID field. We're going to update our PMID now it's fine. So if you're now be looking from above, else keep it this. So if we look at our current row, our PMID, do you have ID or not? If you don't have ID, give me the one above. If you do have the ID, then keep as it is. So every time you hit a new ID, hit a row with ID that indicates you are probably in the next batch. So if you pad out 15, that's fine. The new ID starts. We go to new group, pad out new ID. So yeah, so ID gave you a kind of group item, and that's all we want. Then we need to find is the author ID. That's forget just a regular filter job. Still looking for F1. We're looking for the things to start with. We don't have it, so string. I'll fill the one. FAU. Do you have any character? FAU. Ooh, that's too much. Good. We have all the FAUs. I don't think there's any request regarding formatting the author's name. That's fine. They want to create an author ID. Mm, yeah, I probably don't need to do the PMID to pass, or I can use a simple formula to get rid of the FAUs, get rid of the PMIDs in one place. I did. The reason is I prefer to keep my workflow in chunks. So at one tool, you do pretty much the same thing, even for different columns. So here I kept PMID into different places, cleaning up the column in different places. I don't like that as much. So if I have chance to update it, yeah, I'll probably go update that field. What we want to do, field one, we want to get rid of the FAU. So we can replace. We can still use regex if we need. So we're going to replace anything because we filtered only to the author's name, so we don't worry about filter one anymore. What's the target? Let's copy this guy. Let's get rid of all the thing up to the space. So we don't want those characters. Now the final answer do have authors 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I really want to give it to? Because in a publication sometimes either I think it's in publication they probably sort by alphabetical order, but sometimes you may have a different level of contribution. You may want to list the author in a particular order. You may want to create a record ID. If we don't need it, it's long, we can go from long to wide. Format, we do need a header row. Yeah, that's why I should add the ID field. Now, because we have a group item, that's why the usual manager before. So one group by for each PMID. Smart house is fine. We the unique value. Good. Unique compute name. So the intention you can see. So for one publication, let's say which ID avatar number 123, so also one, also two, also three. Once it does generate it, I can create my header column. So tile number is integer, doesn't matter. Oh, header, let's call it header. So the header will be awesome plus, because it's integer, we convert to strings of tile number. So we get a list of also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. With also name, how many do we have? Just good to check because there's a lot column in the final answer. Let me calculate. So probably two. So probably 264. Descending. Yeah, some paper do have more than 200 authors involved. Okay, that's why you can get a lot of column. Not the best part is pivot to wide this column, but if that's the format they want. So we have long format, we go from long to wide for start. For us, for each paper, PMID may be grouped. The header is the header row we created. The value is also name, that's field one. You can select whatever default perhaps is fine. You shouldn't expect any duplication here, but I don't think anyone's name. The name will be more than 2,000 characters. Let's see the pivoted. So 265, that's the column. We have 3,900 for the rows. For the answer, 3,900, 265. And that is the workflow for this one. So overall, this is quite straightforward transformation job because they do have an ID in it and they do tell us your blank row. So it's quite easy to group your field. Each author does have a FAU in front indicator. So if you indicator, then single filter can get pass out information very quickly. Okay, thanks for watching.